Dancing Water. I'm Susan. Welcome to your Dancing Water practice today. Today, a simple restorative yoga practice with just 3 things, plus tea if you want it. Today we will focus on the idea of anti-fragility. So, some systems are fragile, which means that a stress will break them. Some systems are resilient, and that means that stress allows them to come back to how they were. Some systems are anti-fragile, which means that stress actually makes them stronger. And this is what we want to cultivate in our practices. Movement that takes us out of habit, allows ourselves to be challenged, to create some stresses in the body, and then recuperate to allow the body to strengthen. It's really essential, especially in our culture. It's very doing focused, very active focused. And instead, I'm inviting this balance of both activity and rest. And that's what we're creating here. This practice is something that you can do in your office. You can do any one of these poses. You can do it for as long or as short as you like. 3 props is all you need. I'm using 3 towels. You could use 3 small blankets. You could use 3 small firm pillows, or any combination of that. And I'm going to just show you how I'm going to use these, and then you can collect whatever you need from around your house. So the first towel is just a small towel that I'm going to use for my head and face, for at the top of my space. And then 2 towels, could also use a small blanket. The first one is just going to be folded in a long rectangle like this. That was sort of messily done. So, like this, and just put that in the middle of your space, like that. And then take your second towel, so this one's for your head, this one is for your torso. Make sure it's nice and smooth so that your body just feels the support and doesn't feel the wrinkles of whatever you're using. And then take this towel, and from this long rectangle, just roll it into sort of medium length log, like that. So what we're going to focus on today is suppleness, supple strength, and allowing the body to be in both movement and rest. And so to begin, take your body onto your back, and you're going to take this log towel, and you're going to take it right at the base of your hips, right at the base of your butt. So some yoga teachers call it the horizontal butt crack. You want to feel that space right underneath there. And then gently roll back. Just arrange yourself so you've got support for your head so that your chin is tucked. And then your torso is resting fully on the towel. So I can feel that I need to adjust this. This needs to come up so that my shoulders are all the way on the towel so that I'm not hanging over the edge. And then I've got my butt towel right underneath my butt. So see how that feels. For some people, it would be better for them to have this towel log underneath their knees. So just pause for a second and just see how it feels for you. Let your feet flop out to the side so there's an external rotation in your hips. And let your hands be down at your sides with your palms toward the ceiling. So check your shoulders. Tuck your shoulder blades together so that you find some nice opening along the collarbone. So once you've gotten yourself oriented, just take a couple of breaths here. So just the act of lying down, lying on a soft surface, feeling the support underneath you, just that action gives your nervous system the signal that it's okay to relax. And then once you feel yourself just being held by the surface, then take one of your hands and just have it come across your body and around. So coordinate this with your breath. Inhale and exhale. Nice and slowly. Inhale around and exhale. Again. And you can just keep that circular, supple shoulder movement going, and or you can include your hip. And as your arm comes across, bend your knee in and release it out. So knee comes across your body and release out. Notice the sensation in your hip, shoulder, chest, belly. One more time. Noticing your hip joint, which is on the inside, right next to your pubic bone. And then just pause. And now here, just point and flex your feet. Give your body a little bit of a rock. So just point and flex. So notice I could just point and flex my feet and not have the rest of my body move. See if you can point and flex your feet and let your whole body rock from crown of your head to soles of your feet. This integrated whole body movement. And then pause and rest. Closing your eyes or softening your gaze. Checking your chin, making sure that it's tucked in so the back of your neck is nice and long and relaxed. Let your tongue relax and your jaw soften. And let your awareness go deep into your body and just notice any differences on either side of your body. Relaxing the arches of your feet, the palms of your hands. Just let your fingers curl in any way. And let your breath, similarly, let your breath just travel through your body however it wants to. Now gently take your hands, just massage your ears. Gently pulling on your ears, letting your thumbs run on the inside of your ears. Squeezing your ears and gently pulling them away. Just feeling that. It's a stimulation of your nervous system, but also your immune system. Just notice any tender parts. And then bring your hands back down and readjust. Maybe give your bones a little wiggle as if you were settling into soft sand. And then let your other hand come across your body. Supple shoulder comes around. Feeling the range of motion and just noticing if it feels any different on this side. Breathing, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Whenever you're ready, you can let the leg come with you, arm and leg, hip and shoulder, low back and upper back, all connected. Yeah, just feeling both of those joints, and just pausing here. Both of those joints are ball and socket joints. The hip joint is a deep joint. It's really surrounded by bone, given how much weight it supports. And then the shoulder joint is a more shallow joint, but they're both at ball and socket. And then give it a little point and flex and give your whole body a rock again. And sometimes this takes some practice to get the head nod to come along with the feet. But see if you can invite your whole body into this rocking sensation. And then take a big inhale breath and let yourself rest. Noticing sensation at your inner thigh, your big toes, maybe swallowing, relaxing your throat. Softening your belly. And now take a consciously deep breath. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Big inhale breath. And exhale. So just that pose alone, if you were working in your office or needed a little restorative break, that can just be a perfect thing to do. Just getting on the floor wherever you are. But let's continue our practice together and playing with a supported tree pose. So taking your butt towel log and just shift it out to the side. Extend one leg long with your toes pointing toward the ceiling and draw your other knee in toward your chest. Give it a little squeeze, tucking your knee toward your armpit. And then placing the foot on the inner thigh, just drop your knee out to the side. So here you may want to adjust your towel. You may want to tuck it underneath so there's a little more support. I recommend, no matter how flexible you are in your hips, to give your leg a support. Then take the hand on the bent leg side and take it up behind your neck so that your thumb and your index finger are right around the base of your skull so that your head is resting in your palm. And take your opposite hand on your forehead. This is a hand support that I learned from my teacher, Jane Clapp, whose work I recommend highly. And here we're giving the nervous system some support, both at the lizard brain, at the base of the skull, and the prefrontal cortex right behind the forehead. Notice the sensation of your hands in this position. Notice what happens in sensation across your chest, your heart. Notice what your breath does. Let the globes of your eyes settle into your eye sockets. The inside of your nose relaxes. Inside of your mouth relaxes. A humming exhale breath also signals the nervous system to let go. Then gently release your hands. Just very softly rock your head side to side. And then extend your bent leg long and bend your other leg in. Take your towel and shift it to the other side. So now the opposite leg is long, grasping around. And if it feels better, you can just grab behind your leg, or you don't have to grab it at all. You can just allow it to bend. But if it feels good, for me, having one leg long and one leg bent gives me the sensation of a little opening through the hip. And then take the sole of the bent leg, place it on the inner thigh. And now take your hand that's on the bent leg side and put that at the base of your skull. And take the opposite hand and place it on your forehead. These soothing hands. Imagine these hands saying, I've got you. I'm right here. I'm supporting you. I'm supporting you in your lizard brain. Any fear or anxiety, any inclination to collapse or freeze or fight. I've got you right there at the base of the skull. You could even give it a little squeeze there. And then I've got you right at the prefrontal cortex on your brow. The center of reasoning, language, forethought, skillful action. I've got you. I'm right here. And these two hands connecting these two parts of your brain, both of them are essential. Both of them needing each other, both of them needing support. Noticing sensation through your rib cage. Feeling the gentle expansion and contraction with every breath. Leaving your hands there as long as it feels good. If you're ready to take them down, you can. And then just gently sliding the towel out from your leg, extending both legs long. And again, just relaxing here with both legs long. And slowly draw your feet in toward your body. Give yourself a little bit of a hug. And then roll to one side. Pouring your body to one side. Using your top hand. And push up. So leaving these two towels or blankets, whatever you have, just leaving those there. And taking the towel log and placing it down near the bottom of your mat. So here, eventually, your tops of your ankles are going to go right on the top of that log. So we'll take our body into a supine. Now, for some people, it's not comfortable lying flat. And so if that's the case for you, you may want to take this support and fold it and get it over right under your hips, which will give a little space for your belly. Or if you're sensitive at your chest, you may want to have support right under your shoulders so that there's support for your chest. So I really invite you to find a comfortable way to be on the front side of your body. But this is a really important support to give your physical body in that it allows this tender part of your body to be protected. So taking yourself over your supports, however they work best for you, and just lower yourself down. Feel one cheek resting on the upper towel, and then just bend your knees. And very slowly, just let your feet fall from one side to the other. So as you exhale, let your feet fall to the side. Oh. And inhale, come up to the center. Exhale, fall. Inhale, center. So it doesn't matter if they don't go all the way to the floor. What I want you to sense here is this suppleness through your hip joints. Letting your femur bones just rotate slightly in your hip joints. And you can keep going with that movement, or you can just let your heels fall toward your tailbone. You can turn your head to the other side, giving a little stretch to your neck on the other side. And as you do this, you can take your hands to your low back and just give yourself a little squeeze through the low back, a little massage along your sacrum, squeezing your waist. Just feeling a little support through your low back. However feels good. You might take your hands into a soft fist. Just Give a massage maybe to the outside of the hip, top of the buttocks, lumbar spine, wherever it feels good. And then gently release the tops of your feet to the log roll of the towel, and then take your hands and make them into a pillow that your forehead can rest in. So your nose is going to be free. So your palms are just stacked on each other. Just as we did before, just this very gentle, very small rock of your head. Oh. And whenever you're ready, just pause and rest here. See if you can use the hands to gently pull your forehead skin down toward your nose. So what you want to do is kind of tuck your chin down so the back of your neck is long and there's some space through your cervical spine. If someone were looking up at you through the floor, it might almost look like you're scowling. But it's really just a sense of supporting through the front of the head to give some length to the back. Check out your shoulders. Make sure you're not holding any tension there. Relaxing your cheeks. Imagine your breath flowing down your spine and pouring out your tailbone. Like two streams down both of your legs, pooling at the arches of your feet. See if you can imagine your connective tissue. Your connective tissue, all the places between your bones, between your muscles and your joints, and all around your organs and muscles and structures, all the tissues in your body surrounded by this connective tissue. And see if you could imagine that tissue being supple, super soft, hydrated, and pliable. Take a couple of deep breaths into that. And now gently take one hand overhead and just rock your body onto one side. Letting your head rest on your arm like a pillow. Just feeling your body just resting here. Then when you're ready, slowly, slowly push yourself up. Give yourself a moment to reorient and come to a comfortable seat. So just taking a moment to just feel the reverberation, right? The ripple of your choice to allow your body to rest and recuperate. So this is such an essential part of creating this anti-fragile system in your body, in your mind, and in your life. To allow yourself both to be challenged, both to move and act, and also, just as important, to stop. So if you have a cup of tea or some water, just hydrating this practice, watering the seeds of intention and action. Taking a moment, take a sip, take a breath in and smell. And then take a sip. Thank you, friends. Thank you for being here, for practicing. It matters to me, and it matters to all of us that we invest in our well-being. So thank you. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please do share videos, pass the word on that I offer these free practices. They're available to anyone, no matter what their circumstances. I'm sure you know someone in your life who could use some restoration, some recuperation. I hope you'll pass it on. You can also reach out to me. I always love to hear from you. Contact me on my blog at focuspocusnow.com and at my website, susanmccully.com. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful day. Take care of you. Mwah.